The implementation of financial year 25-26 budget has remained broadly on course despite emerging pressures on revenue performance and expenditure demands. These developments have necessitated measured adjustments while at the same time informing a more deliberate and responsive fiscal policy stance for the financial year 26-27 and the medium term. And Mr. Speaker, on the revenue front, performance has fallen short of target in the financial year 2025-26. This is due to slower than expected tax receipts, largely driven by administrative constraints and a slowdown in economic activities. At the same time, expenditure pressures have intensified. The implementation of pending and newly negotiated collective bargaining agreements has raised the public sector wage bill beyond initial projections, thereby constraining fiscal space. In addition, emergency interventions in response to floods and droughts have required additional resources. As a result of these developments, it became necessary to introduce targeted adjustment through supplementary budget number 1 of financial year 25-26. Mr. Speaker, to enhance tax administration, including upgrading of critical systems and strengthening of compliance efforts, the Kenya Revenue Authority was allocated additional resources in the supplementary budget number 1 for financial year 2025-27, to be exact, 17 billion. These interventions are expected to improve efficiency and support a recovery revenue performance. The supplementary budget 1 also reflected additional expenditure of 368.6 billion compared to the original budget to cater for the emerging expenditure pressures. In this regard, the fiscal deficit, including grants, is now projected at 1,199 billion, equivalent to 6.4% of GDP, compared to 901 billion or 4.7% of GDP in the original budget estimates. Mr. Speaker, fiscal policy is not merely about balancing budgets. It is about creating conditions for sustainable growth, protecting the vulnerable and securing prosperity for the future generation. Accordingly, the fiscal policy for 26-27 and the medium term will be anchored on a growth-supportive consolidation path, aligned to the government's priorities under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda and the 4th medium-term plan. The policy will prioritize enhanced domestic revenue mobilization, strengthen expenditure control, and strategic reprioritization of public spending. This approach aims to reinforce public debt sustainability and safeguard essential public service.